Video as quickly as I can. I'm in my whole vegetarian versus vegan mindset, but I think today's lunch is going to be vegetarian. Even though I'm just having a veggie sub from Subway, I do not feel like I can do it without mayo and cheese right now. Like, I feel like I can eat the veggie sub, but I have to have mayo and cheese. I really need to go grocery shopping. I knew that I wasn't going to do that. Today's the 1st of June. We're almost halfway through the year. I know my bangs are kind of going crazy right now. We're almost halfway through the year, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to go to the grocery store because it's Friday, you know what I mean? So I can do it tomorrow morning. So my fear today is getting hungry. As long as I'm not hungry, I am fine. You kind of manage your way. So yeah, but let's stick a pin in the whole vegan versus vegetarian conversation. I think I hurt my friend's feelings last night. Like, I was on a conference call with my sister, and I was on one having an adult little, libation into my system, and so my lips were a little loose, and I said some controversial things like, I have no standards. I said, the way it came up is because my sister was on the phone. I said, well, she has much higher standards than I have, and I said, I have no standards. And she's like, girl, you sure don't. And I bust out and started laughing. It was like such a joke. I should have said, like, I have no standards because I just like having friends. I give people a chance. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not looking for anything serious. But I just said I have no standards. And he said wow like 3 times. Like, wow, wow, wow. And then we were talking about men and how men are not what they used to be. But that's because me and my sister are both traditional. And he always says that I'm old-fashioned. It came up in context because Wendy Williams made a comment that my grandmother told me and said that none of these men are no good or something like that. I said, well, that says something about her household. And then my grandma was like, she's going to get so much backlash. I was like, well, men are just not what they used to be. Most of them are just not even men like that. I mean, they're not my man. Maybe they're a man for somebody else. And then so he was like, well, what do you consider a man? What do you mean men are not? And the correct response, if you are a mature adult, would have been no, what do you consider a man in your opinion? That way I would have learned something. Oh no, girlfriend was not in the learning mood, girl. Girlfriend was just in the honest, I'm sipping on a glass of wine mood. And I said, well, for me, a man is a provider. A man is going to take care of the things that he loves. And I do stand by that. I support that message. I won't get you political about that. But that's for me. I'm only speaking for me. I'm not speaking for everybody else. But at the end of it all, you want to feel like that, not just financially that you're taken care of, but if you're having a bad day or some things go wrong with you, that somebody is there to ask you not just what you need, but also what you want. You know what I mean? So he was completely quiet. It's I went on my tangent, so I just kept going on my tangent, and I was just saying how how I am really, really, really independent, and that's because there are so many boys out here or Peter Pans out here, and there's nothing wrong with that if they want to be boys and Peter Pans, but they're just playing. You know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong to just play, but they're not my man. Maybe they're a man for somebody else. They're just not my man. And so he calls himself a derogatory term in my life. I was like, why do you keep saying that? My sister says, that's because he wants you to know that's what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you really think that? She's like, yeah. I was like, I mean, which is cool and fine for me. Just like a bae. We're just going to use the word bae. Yeah, it's cool. It's like a euphemism. It's nothing serious going on. I'm not looking for that kind of seriousness in my life. But when I called him, I knew he felt some kind of way about it. I said, I feel like I was giving you a hard time last night. And he was like, what did he say? He was like, oh, it was a non-response, so that lets me know that I was. I was like, was I? I was like, well, I don't want to do that. He's like, I don't give a F. And so that lets me know that whatever I did say, or however I thought he took it in the wrong way, it was taken like that. I am still learning a lot, and I know that I am not ready for a relationship or anything like that. I really am learning. But I really do feel the need to be myself, and that's why I like him, is because he does allow me to be myself. But I feel like I've been being myself in a sugar-coated way about some things, and my forehead is starting to get moist, guys, because it is humid out here. And I just want to be more honest and transparent. And I think sometimes I use my guy friends, the ones that I'm kind of loosely dating, as my guinea pigs to see what's working for me and what's not working for me. And I think I don't want to be in situations where I'm being dishonest to myself. I really always want to be into that own self, be true. So I'm gonna go and get my lunch though, because I've been standing out here trying to catch some breeze, and the breeze is going, and I saw some coworkers walk by, and they're probably gonna think I'm crazy. So y'all just act like that y'all are FaceTiming me back, okay? As I go in here to this Subway. and tell me what you think about the situation. Like, I don't know. I mean, I do know. Sometimes you can offend people with the truth, but does it make it not your truth? Does it make it things that you don't value? Ooh, Chinese food. Chinese food without meat, though. I know I missed y'all. Bye. Leave your comments down below.